And the Pac-12 is they approved a plan to play non-conference games because the Mountain West has had problems too. Maryland and Michigan State got canceled. Maryland has a huge COVID-19 problem for like the past 3 weeks. And, yeah, I don't know how the hell the playoffs thing is going to happen. I don't see how the playoffs are going to happen realistically. With all these teams that could be playing, they're going to have a grievance saying, look, COVID didn't allow us to play. We had a loaded roster, and our team would beat your team. And now bowl game, they're going to have to change the rules for bowl games and winning records and the amount of games that you play. Conferences are already canceling. So the Big Ten, they're canceling games and they can't reschedule them because they started so late. The SEC is just rescheduling games and they're going to try to play a bunch of games all at the last second, which is not looking too good. Texas versus Kansas got postponed. Bedlam, which is like Oklahoma State versus Oklahoma. It's supposed to be the biggest game of the Big 12 because Oklahoma State, even though they have one loss, they're still like a top 15 team somehow. And I think they've only played like 2 games. So, yeah. But the Big 12's trash. So don't bother watching that game because it's fucking trash. And, yeah, Houston SMU got postponed. And honestly, Wisconsin, they're having some more COVID issues. I think they got almost all their quarterbacks back. But it's a shit show. So, yeah. And a bunch more SEC coaches got COVID. So, yeah.
They need to shut that down. Like, that just doesn't make sense.
This is why a lot of people who were top flight prospects opted out, because it's a shit show. Running back, I forget what school, but a running back on a prominent team, a Big 12 team, I think, he opted out for the season. He just said, you know what, I'm going to sit this one out. And he was on pace to have like 2,000 yards rushing. He had like 8 touchdowns and I think like 5 games.
I just don't like that we don't know what this disease is going to do to people in the future. And we act like it's not a big deal now, but we don't really know much about it.
That's true.
So, yeah, I just wouldn't put myself in a position like that.
Like, the only conference I really trust is the Pac-12 because they really weren't going to do it. But they're bringing people back, and they're actually like, you know what? Nope. If this doesn't work out and you don't have enough people to fill the team, we're just going to cancel the game. So I think this year shouldn't even count for people's eligibility. Like, they really should just – if you're a redshirt senior, you should get another year. Even if you opted out. Like, you should get another year.
Well, the crazy thing is California is like the only state to not have high school football yet. And at the rate that things are going, I don't know if it's going to happen. So I feel bad for those seniors who are probably never going to get that time back ever again. And it's really just going to mess up the whole ecosystem because they're already talking about not even doing freshman and JV should they even do varsity.
Yeah. Oh, Ole Miss, Texas A&M got canceled. By the way, Lane Kiffin threw a clipboard 30 yards in the air. It's a beautiful fucking video. Like, Ole Miss scored a touchdown, like a bomb, like a 70-yard touchdown pass. You just see a clipboard go all the way up in the air. And honestly, I was impressed. I didn't think Lane had that type of vertical arm strength. But yeah. So yeah, ACC game, Wake and Duke got canceled. LSU's facing Title IX allegations because of sexual misconduct from multiple football players. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jace Horn, South Carolina corner. He's opting out of the season. Son of Joe Horn. I remember because we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Yeah, like, whose son would you prefer? Well, yeah, Jace Horn and Deion Sanders' son also play at South Carolina, but he's supposed to be a first-round pick, and he's opting out of
I said Joe Horn or Slant Boy.
Oh, yeah.
That was the question. But go ahead, sorry.
But Joe Horn's son, JC, or Jace, I guess, supposed to be a first-round pick at corner for South Carolina, and he's declared for the draft. Guys are really playing like 6 games and saying, you know, I'm shutting the season down. Fuck this. Salute to them. Like, this is like power from athletes that you've never really seen before, and I'm happy about it. Oh yeah, Will Muschamp got fired. South Carolina's head coach. He's 28-30 in 5 seasons, and they never really won anything.
He's been there for 5 seasons?
Yeah, it's South Carolina, so it's like
Holy
purgatory.
Shit. Steve Spurrier's been retired that long?
Fam, Steve Spurrier has been retired for like 20 years, damn near. Steve Spurrier,
it hasn't been 20 years.
Like 15.
Has not been.
He was coaching
years.
when they had Alshon Jeffrey, right? Alshon Jeffrey's almost 10 years in the league, right?
Jesus.
So damn near 10 years plus another 4. Damn near 15 years.
Let's see.
Yeah, I just... Oh, yeah, Florida State. That dumpster fire I forgot to talk about last week because I was inebriated. I feel bad for Colorado, too. Like, they keep getting games canceled. But shout out to Carl Durrell. He won his first game as Colorado head coach against Washington State. The MAC canceled a bunch of games.
He stopped coaching at South Carolina in 2015. So 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, and he was coaching in...
It feels like 10 years ago.
He did the
Steven Garcia's
AFL
been
or
in,
XFL.
It was
the
that...
AAF.
Yeah. And
Fuck
his
boy.
team... First off, you're the fuck... First off, don't ever call me a fuck boy. I'm not a fuck boy. You're a fuck boy.
Damn, he was a number 3 pick? I didn't even know that.
Pete's a fuckboy?
He was a quarterback.
Pete's clearly a fuck boy.
I'm a retired fuck boy.
I didn't get that energy.
I'm a retired fuck boy.
Got it.
Because fuck boys, retired fuck boys hide their energy very well.
Got it.
But yeah. What was I going to say? Damn it. Oh, yeah, Florida State. So, not only do they lose their best receiver and their best D tackle, who's supposed to be a first-round pick, opted out of the season after getting hurt, another knee injury. Their quarterback, James Blackman, who pretty much took a beating the whole time he was at Florida State, transferred. I don't know what's up with Florida State athletics. Apparently, like a dude from Florida State went like 4th in the draft, in the NBA draft, and the coaches never played him or some shit like that. Or some dude in the first round went to Florida State, got no run at Florida State, and went really high. And Florida State football, which Mike Norvell, not looking too good there. Bunch of cats transferring out. James Blackman was supposed to be the QB of the future after DeAndre Francois. Both those situations pretty much fell flat. And, yeah, it's just kind of a shit show with Florida State. They're just really bad. And a bunch of their players are transferring. And rest in peace, Kentucky offensive line coach John Schauman. He died last Thursday. Oh, shit. And apparently Jerry Rice has another son who's in college. I didn't know that. And he caught a touchdown pass. So, good for him. True freshman. At Colorado.
So he's better than his older brother.
Ouch. That was, I mean, yeah, because UCLA was trash. And shout out to Marshall for being 7-0 on the 50th anniversary of their tragic
Shout out to
plan.
Byron Leftwich.
Yep, Chad Pennington, Randy Moss, Raheem Cato. Yeah, but they're 7-0, and
I have no idea who Raheem Cato is.
You're being disrespectful. You need to Google Raheem Cato. Look
Bro,
up his stats.
What the fuck did they do to Von Miller, bro?
Oh, we're saving that for later.
Why does he look like Where's Waldo?
He's bored, man.
I can tell, bro. Poor guy hasn't been lifting.
Nah, he's been lifting, but he's just not flexing.
Nah, bro. Compared to that picture we showed him
that's camp though. Like that's when you're most intense,
bro. He looked like he looked like Brawley. We literally called him Brawley.
Well, guess what? When Brawley doesn't say Kakarot and he has a little thing around his neck and he's fucking calm and tame, he's yoked, but he doesn't look like stupid yoked.
I just thought it was funny, bro. He looks like a character from Recess grown up. He looks like the black dude from Recess. Not he looks like
Recess.
He looks from Recess. From Recess, the white dude with the glasses, but the black version of him.
So the
Gus, is his name Gus?
Yeah, they have like there's an account I follow where they do like adult versions of our cartoons, and they did one of him and he has like a military tattoo. I'm like, he's probably a white supremacist because he had that Richard Spencer haircut. I was in the military, so I wear like the sleeve rolled up.
Was it a MAGA hat?
No MAGA hat. It's like they have like the sleeve rolled up with the suspenders, and like you can see his ankles. I don't know why.
Riley's in Orange is the New Black.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Carlos Dunlap, who had the game-winning sack. Seattle beat Arizona 28-21. But yeah.
Is the order restored?
Poor Tack. Poor Tack.
He got cut by the Bengals?
He got cut by the Bengals?
Yeah, he got cut by the Falcons, put on waivers, and then went to the Bengals, and then got put on waivers by the Bengals.
I believe it, because he roasted the fuck out of the Bengals in 2015 to 2016.
He did. They put saw his tweets and they're like, you know what?
Second thought. Oh, the Niners got him. Great.
What number does he have? 97? With like the 7 scratched out? Because there's like 8 people.
Bosa.
He ain't using that number right now. 94 was the one that they were swapping in and out, or 95. No, it was 94 because Solomon Thomas. It was like 5 people had 94.
I thought it was 97.
I think it was Solomon Thomas' number.
I thought
94.
I thought
a bunch of people had 94 because Iggy Anza got hurt.
Yeah, Solomon Thomas isn't Bosa, man.
Yeah,
you're not going to switch around his number, you know.
But they're like they can ask for permission to use your number if you're done for the year. But I could have sworn somebody had 97. But yeah, there's so many people hurt on the Niners defense. I don't know who the hell's playing.
All right, so can we move on, or are you just going to continue commentating on the Bleacher Report feed in your phone right now?
I know, right?
That's literally what you're
Journalism
doing.
at its finest, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, it was a bunch of backlog shit we didn't get to last week.
If you can't tell from the first 10 seconds of our show, we are professionals here. Thank you for listening.
I didn't even know that, bro. That's pretty funny. All right,
I'm sitting right here next to you, and I'm just like, man. I'm like, what didn't I talk about last week?
All right, so with that, let's move to touchdown or turnover. All right, and this week's
Fuck Notre Dame, by the way.
petty people of the week, man, goes out to Jaguars fans. So Jaguar fans are mass voting Yannick Ngakoue.
You tried so hard.
Is that how you say it?
Ngakoue.
You don't even know.
Fam, I know Nigerians. I know how to say shit like that.
They're trying to vote him into the Pro Bowl because it'll cost the Vikings a higher pick if he's in
a compensatory pick or something like that.
Yeah. So is that a touchdown or a turnover for Yannick to make the Pro Bowl, basically off the pettiness of his former team?
I mean, it's a touchdown because we know the Jaguars are going to give them up and the Ravens are probably not. Because despite the Ravens having a problem with Patrick Mahomes, their defense is pretty stout. So I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up with, a Pro Bowl nod. So,
all right, next one. Feel free to hop in on this one, Eric. Matt Nagy, according to reports, is on borrowed time after Monday's embarrassing loss.
You did that on purpose?
Could very well be
that was
removed.
Malicious. Like, ever since you had that diatribe where you crushed his dreams, like, you've been really picking on him for being a Bears fan, and I don't like it.
He's sad about how much Bears we were talking about.
Fuck boy.
No, I could definitely chime in on that. I think
so. Matt Nagy getting fired, is that a touchdown or a turnover for the Bears? Or the fact that he's even on the hot seat, is that a touchdown?
I
or
think
turnover?
on the hot seat, him and Pace, I think is a touchdown. To be honest,
definitely Pace.
Because they've been making some. I mean, man, here's the thing with Nagy, man. Like, he came in, we were excited, and we did things. We made the playoffs. We were an awful team for like 10 years. And then our defense is rolling, and we lost our coach to Denver Broncos. So we thought we had a back year. But now it's just like, you still think about it when it comes down to you put your number 2 draft pick, which was number 3 originally, and somehow San Francisco's like, oh, trade up for us so you could get Mitchell Trubisky. I've said it before, I could understand at the time not drafting Patrick Mahomes because he wasn't really known at the time as he is today, but Deshaun Watson could still be there, and it'd be a completely different story. But there's a lot of problems going on in Chicago, and the main thing is it's the offensive line.
Shout out to Kyle Long.
Yeah.
Kenny, anything else you want to add there?
Fire that whole front office at this point. Bring in Eric Bieniemy and actually bring offense back